Right, Lon. Now I'm going to leave it up to you to survey the rest of the offense and the defense, and let us know what's on your radar for Saturday.
Well, I mean, you're going to be seeing left tackle Will Campbell possibly solidify himself as a freshman, Mark, to be the starter for LSU at left tackle. That is incredible. And you know what? It's almost exactly what he said would happen. He wasn't being arrogant when he said this, but he said it that he was going to start as a freshman, and it was like I believed him at the time, but then thinking about it, you're like, oh well, they'll probably make him wait a year, but no, they let him compete, and he proved it right off the bat. I just cannot wait to see him prove that even more. At receiver, though, you're going to see Malik Neighbors really shine. You're going to see him break out. Jeray Jenkins, he's going to have a chance. As you know, he's been a veteran in the background for so many seasons, and then he had some breakout moments where 4 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons against Florida. So that's in the last 2 appearances, 4 touchdowns against Florida, 3 in one game as well. The walk-off touchdown against A&M. He's had some moments, Jeray Jenkins. And so can he capitalize off that for a huge season? It's hard to say because wide receiver, that room is so stacked as well. And, Jack Besh, you know, I think he'll be limited in the spring game because he's coming back from a tweaked back injury that is still giving him a little bit of trouble. I think they'll be careful with him, and they may, he may not even play at all in the spring game. I wouldn't be shocked at that, but he'll probably get some reps here and there. John Emery Jr., can he make a big statement in the spring game and say, "Hey, this number one job is mine. When you come onto campus, Noah Kane, you're going to have to take this job from me." Is he going to make that statement? That will be very interesting to see. Who is going to be that center for LSU? Is it going to be Charles Turner, who's going to take over the center position? Is number 69, Charles Turner, going to take over and make that center position his? Is he going to be Lloyd Cushenberry's final, finally, someone who could follow up Lloyd Cushenberry's vacant throne? It's tough to say. Fitz West Jr., another key freshman at center as well. He's getting a lot of play with the second unit, Mark. So you've got freshmen all over the place who are getting a lot of playing time, a lot of extended reps, and we'll probably see them, freshmen, sophomores, making up the bulk of the personnel out there. You got freshmen, sophomore, and then of course you've got these transfer seniors and super seniors we convinced to return at LSU. Linebacker, is West Weeks going to make a huge push for a starting position here? Is Micah Baskerville going to be able to fight his way out of the doghouse and reclaim a starting position, or could he be a player who could transfer? Micah Baskerville, someone who almost entered the NFL draft and then chose to return, and is he going to feel kind of cheated that he's been kind of stuck on the second and third units mostly throughout spring? Is the D line going to be all that, Mark? Are they going to be really that potent? Are they going to be able to have that just a beautiful rotation inside to outside? And then you got these jack linebackers, BJ Ojolari, Xavier Carter as well, Ali Gay, who can, standing up or, hand in the dirt, be an effective, freakish All-American level DE himself. Philip Webb, are we going to see him rise? Bryce Langston, is it time for Bryce Langston to either, really give a huge shot here for himself, or is he going to enter the transfer portal? There is so much intrigue across this entire roster for the Tigers, Mark. At safety as well, Sage Ryan, are they going to move him to safety? Is he going to stay at nickel? Jay Ward, is he going to stay as that free safety, or are they going to move him to cornerback? Joe Fouché, is he going to, solidify a starting position as a veteran presence? There's so many different Matthew Langlois as well. He's a player I need to talk about. Sorry, Matthew Langlois is a player who has been absolutely filthy out there, Mark. Really devastating in the hits, creating turnovers as well. He's someone who just loves to tackle the crap out of people. And at safety, very athletic, former track star as well, Louisiana local. When he got the offer for LSU, he was all in and, you know, didn't really receive much of any reps outside of special teams in his first season. Now he's kind of really starting to take off under defensive coordinator Matt House and a great safeties coach in Kerry Cooks. Well, great so far as we've seen, but yeah, Mark, a lot of intrigue. Of course, a lot of people are going to be paying attention to those quarterbacks first and foremost, as they should. But there's going to be some very interesting things that happen, and a lot of recruits who are going to be watching this spring game as well. The recruiting list is huge, deep, long. It looks like the backstage party at an Oasis concert or something. Mark, the guest list, it's huge.